Hi everybody, welcome back to Positive Bluebird. This is part 2 of my neighbor's poems that she wrote. I read the one the other day from 1980, and this one is from 2005. Days are sometimes so long when everything is wrong. Nights can be so lonely, even when someone is next to you. Am I so sad? I'm not being fair to the ones I care. Just where do we belong when everything is wrong? How far do we go before we've lost all control? When will we know when everything is wrong? Please allow me more patience and let my children know just how much I love them so. All three need to know. They all need to belong where they are always loved. Even when days are long and nights are lonely, just maybe, when everything won't be wrong for very long, we all need to know we're loved and belong. Even when everything is wrong. Love always, Mom, Debbie, just old me. This is the third one. Sitting at this moment, feelings only pain. Tried to share yours, feelings of blame. Sharp words, yours and mine. Thoughts, hurts and hate. Forgiveness never, not you and I. Thoughts, pain, our fate. Special bonds of love I gave to you. Mind, heart, and soul. Love's not the same, yours and mine. Spirits lost in the glow. Nothing ever stays the same, you and I. Let everything fade away. Sometime soon, happiness again, yours and mine. Let sorrows fade today. Never lied, never even tried. Love's the reason why. Tomorrow, always today, wishing things could change, but it remains the same. Love's why I cry. Life begins, it also ends. Feelings die, and so might I. You know, I think I can understand where my neighbor was coming from when she wrote these poems years ago of the pain and sorrow that maybe she went through with her family, and so much hate in the world. And I kind of feel the same way. I just think that there's too much drama on social media, and today, yet again, people are involving me, and I shouldn't have dove in to try to defend a friend, because then it attacked back to me, and it was like, why do we live in such a world like this? When you're trying to defend your friends, then you get attacked and blamed, and then you feel like crap, and I've been kind of feeling that way today. I feel like my channel is very, very, very slowly growing. I went from 46 subscribers to 249. I did have 250 today. But that's been a year, you guys. You would think I'd have a lot more than that. There's so many of you guys that, I'm not saying you guys, but others out there that have the most ridiculous channels. If they're drama-filled or sitting at the porch talking bad about people or whatever, and they have thousands of viewers, they have thousands of supporters, subbies, whatever, and I don't get it. I don't understand why we live in a world of hate. So with that, you guys, for my Throwback Thursday, I think we just need to think positive, and we need to just stop filling the social media of drama and hate and cussing at one another, and have faith in one another. And I'm not going to say this person's name, but I will say this. When I saw this person tell my friend to apologize to the bully, to the lurker, the troll, what have you, the person that spreads nasty rumors about she and I, I was pretty upset, and I let it get to me, and my blood pressure went up. And I'm going to say this, and then I'll just end it from there. But you guys, don't ever, ever, ever apologize to the bully or to the criminal or to the abuser. Why? You didn't do anything wrong. They're the ones that did the problem here. They're the ones that caused this. Don't ever apologize for something that you did not do. So I'm sorry, I don't agree with this YouTuber. I think that was the most boldest, ridiculous move I've ever seen. I don't hate this person. They're very talented. I care about them. I don't really know them enough. But come on, man. We have to think. I mean, I'm a lot older than you, and I'm a lot older than a lot of these people. I've been around. I was born in 73, and maybe I was raised differently, but usually once a bully, always a bully, or once an abuser, always an abuser, and it's very difficult to change them because it's hard enough to change ourselves. Anyway, guys, I want to show you what I made a long time ago because I love flowers. Laura's Little Book of Flowers. And when I used to work for some of the builders here in Colorado, like Trimark Homes and Homestead Homes, whatever, you know, all these builders from spec homes all the way up, I worked alongside my mom, who was the underwriter. So she would write the contract if somebody wanted to buy the townhome or what have you. And I would hand out the flyers with the price sheets and show them and give them tours of what these places look like. And we would sometimes work the parade of homes in Colorado. And those are multi-million-dollar homes, by the way. But on my spare time, sitting in that desk when there was no traffic coming in and the economy was kind of shot, I just did cutouts and I glued them into this little thing here, this little booklet. So I also went to Emily Griffith Opportunity School of Denver when I think was 20 or 21 years old and studied floral design. I've even made bouquets for some of my friends' weddings. I've even made both of mine. Okay, I have this little booklet here, you guys. I'm going to show you this. This is so old. And I don't know if one of my grandmas gave this to me many, many, many years ago. I'm thinking my New Yorkin grandma, but I can't remember. But this stationery right here, I have had that, you guys, in there since the early 80s. Throwback Thursday next week, I would love to read these letters that came from my grandma on my dad's side. She was from New York. And she and her husband also lived in Hawaii. They owned a home out there. My dad was a military brat, and then he joined the Air Force. So I would love to read some of these that my grandma Lucky, which was my dad's mom, what she had written to me when I was a little girl. So I will read that next week. But for now, I'll show you what I've been keeping in that folder. That's a letter. You know, this letter's kind of sad. And I don't know, you guys, I don't think I gave it to the school like I was supposed to. Please excuse Laura for Friday, 10/9/87. So October 9th. As in the early a.m., her grandma, who lives with us, suffered a stroke, and it has all been a highly emotional experience. Please be aware of this in the weeks to come, as changes like this can come out in many perhaps negative little ways, and we want her to know she can talk about this if need be to the fine staff at Isaac Newton Middle School. Laura was the one to alert us that something was wrong with her grandma. While the past 3 days have been very emotional, our family has pulled together, and it looks like her grandma shall regain her speech and in a few weeks be back with us at home. We would appreciate if you see any problems in her classes to give us a call so we can work it out. Thank you, Robin and Roland Lackey. You guys, I must not have given it to them unless they made a copy. I don't even know if they had photocopiers back in the early 80s. Maybe. I know that I was in, let's see, I think I was in the 7th grade. So I would have been about 13 or 14 years old when my mom wrote that. So, yeah, I had witnessed my grandma, which is my mom's mom. I witnessed her washing her face on one side, her left side. She kept running the water for like over an hour, and she kept putting a cold rag on it. Then she came out and she was mumbling like this, like that, and I was like, oh my God. And I ran to the stairs in the kitchen because our bedrooms were downstairs with my parents, and I yelled for them to come up quickly, and they ran up the stairs and they called 911, and she was having a stroke, and then the beginning of Alzheimer's. So I do have the potential to carry that gene. I have already been experiencing small bouts of not Alzheimer's, but cognitive and dementia issues, you guys. And it is also because of the hearing loss from my Meniere's disease. The longer you have deafness and can't hear very well and can't hear speech, will cause cognitive issues and early signs of dementia by 3 times. And so I am on the waiting list to get my hearing aids, and I wish that it would just hurry up. I am about 65% deaf from Meniere's disease. So with modern medicine, I'm praying to God that if I tell them what happened to my grandma, that there's medicine out there that would prevent if I had a stroke, you know, or Alzheimer's down the road. They have checked a few times with brain scans and MRIs to see if I have had small amounts of strokes due to extremely high blood pressure in the past, but they ruled that out. They did say that it was early signs of possible vasculitis disorders and things like that that can possibly be connected to lupus or other autoimmunity, because I continue to have positive ANAs coming through my bloodstream. So I have at least 10 different health conditions associated to the 3 kidney diseases that are autoimmunity. So we don't know if this is all inherited from my mom's side of the family or my dad's or both or what. And being that my mom hasn't talked to me since 2011 or 12, you know, and before then she was on and again, off again with my relationship, that my nephrologist was like, Robin, you need to spill the beans. Where did she get her kidney diseases from? And that's when my mom told the doctor that it was from my dad and his 2 uncles and his mother. So I've been learning things all on my own, you guys, and I'm doing the best that I can. So let's play nice on YouTube, you guys. If you're here on my channel, please support me. I do my best every day to support all of you and get to your channel the best that I can. I just want the respect back, and please be real, okay? Don't fight. I don't want to fight. It raises my blood pressure. It's already up today. Somebody already just had it out with me this morning, and I lost that subscriber, and, you know, that's just the way it goes, I guess. So, all right, guys, love you, and I will do more Throwback Thursday next week of what's in that little card holder, folder thing, whatever it's called. So, all right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Peace out and stay positive. Oh, and one more thing. I find it ironic that when I did that video this morning of my stepdaughter, my son just told me at the dinner table, because he doesn't usually watch my YouTube. Sometimes he does. He ironically said that he is really missing his stepsister. So anyway, keep us in your thoughts, you guys. She was a good kid, and there's, you know, nothing that was in our faults to get us in this situation, but life begins and starts over sometimes, and we're making leadway to a happier life. So that's about it, guys. Bye. I'm tired. Stay positive.